Ta-na-na, ta-na-na, ta-na-na-na-na-na-na, ta-na. What's that? Oh, we're rolling? What's good, peeps? It's your boy, Eduard Todor, and today we're reacting to Shin Lim on Americans Got Talent live previews, live shows, whatever the hell it's called. Let's go. Well, that was supposed to be the video, but it turns out that when I went to edit it, there was there's no audio, and upon checking, it seems like my microphone jack is at it again. I sent it for repair, paid like $200, $300. I can't even remember how much I paid. Brought it back, was working fine. A few days later, it's not working again. So it's like well, I guess I'm just gonna make this video like as a kind of like a discussion video as opposed to a reaction, because I've already obviously seen the video. So let's just put it on. Let's put the video on and we'll watch it and kind of discuss as I'm watching it what I think about the routine and what I think about America's Got Talent, Shin Lim, all sorts of stuff. Let's go. Alright, so my first initial reaction, well, initial ideas about this, when I started watching it, my main thing was people kept saying that, you know, it was underwhelming. I saw a lot of people say that. It was, you know, all the stuff, and I didn't think that at all, okay? This is just a routine that he's done before, so, you know, it feels like it's something that you've seen before, but if you think back, he was the guy that kind of came up with this whole, like, look at that shit. You can't, like, that's amazing, you know what I mean? Even if you know how it's done, that's amazing. The way that looks, the visual part of it, like, look at that shit, dude. There's no way. People are saying it's underwhelming. First time you saw this, you were screaming at the screen. Like, let's not be tripping here. You know what I mean? I thought the routine was well, like, it was well adapted for the show, right? Because you can go through the whole routine, and you can go through the whole thing, but at the end of the day, it's about the message you're sending, right? It's about what are you communicating, right? And he's literally using the cards to write a message, literally, right? And I mean, he's done that before. He's done this in a previous stuff, but, you know, I love America. That's, you know, very smart on his part. You know, people are voting for him, so, you know, appeal to the crowd, which is what you want to do in a show like America's Got Talent. Clip shift, very nice. I'm still working on that. It's a move I'm still working on. America's Got Talent, very cool. I remember it's basically his original act. Is it Dream Act or 52 Shades? I don't remember which one. I never remember which one is which. But I thought it was really cool. You know, a very cool way of displaying a message, a very cool way of adapting to a show. Underwhelming? That's not the way I would put it, you know. Just because you know the method, just because you've seen it a while, you know, quite a bit, and you know the method doesn't make it less impressive. That's what people don't realize, especially magicians, man. This is like the biggest pet peeve of mine, you know. As magicians, if you know the method, that's it. That's you know, a lot of like these beginner magicians, you know what I mean? They're non-performers, people that don't actually, I guess hobbyist magicians is what I'm trying to say, right? That don't, you know, really perform that much. They just kind of read books and you know, just pick up moves and stuff like that. Their whole thing is, well, can he fool me? No. Okay, cool, right? But it's not. That's not everything, you know. Performance is huge. You have to understand that most people have not seen this routine, right? The people that are watching America's Got Talent are not familiar with all the routines Shin Lim's ever done, right? So you have to keep everything in mind. It's not like you know. And it was all under my impression, you know, my impression was always that artists on America's Got Talent, they do their auditions, they get through to the finals, to the live shows, and in the live shows they perform their best stuff. I mean, I remember seeing a singer. I don't watch that much America's Got Talent, but I remember seeing a singer that performed the same song he auditioned with in the first place. He performed that in the live stages, right? So I think that's normal, right? Isn't that what people do? Isn't that what they do? They do the same stuff. So, you know, I don't think that that's an issue. And now I remember him saying it here in this part that you know, that He will be coming up with some cool stuff. And I remember Simon saying, maybe try to stay away, start straying away from cards, which I thought was ridiculous, telling the world champion of card magic not to use cards in his act. That's pretty retarded. But then again, Simon doesn't know what he's talking about in terms of magic. He may be a great judge of drama, a great judge of publicity, a great judge of, what will bring in the ratings. But if we're talking about magic, he doesn't know shit, okay? He's seen he's seen a lot of acts. He understands what is good in terms of the public's eye, what will bring in ratings. I get that. But to say that, you know what I mean? It's not the problem of using cards every time. It's the problem of doing the same thing too many times where people get bored, or not even bored, but they've seen it so many times that they become desensitized to the material you're doing. And so it won't have the same impact, right? If you do, it's like the America's Got it's like the ambitious card routine. If you do the same phases over and over, card goes from the middle to the top, from the middle to the top, from the middle to the top. If you do that, 20 times, the 20th time, the guy's like, okay, I don't know how you're doing this shit, but I've seen it. Like, what else do you want me to see? What else do you want me to do? Do you know what I mean? How else do you want me to react? You're doing the same shit over and over, right? So I think it's more of a diversifying the routine, diversifying kind of the impact or what you're actually doing, as opposed to straying away from cards, right? There's nothing wrong with having cards involved. So yeah, I think people are a bit too whiny, a bit too bitchy about underwhelming. It's, I guess to a degree, you when you hear Shin Lim, he's already set the expectations so high that people, that's their first reaction. But I think it's just an uneducated opinion. That's what I believe. I think if you're complaining about it being underwhelming, I think you're not looking at it for what it is. You're not looking at it for a magic act. You're just looking, is he gonna fool me this time, right? And you're a magician, so you're not the intended audience. You know what I mean? If you want to get fooled, go watch some Danny Ortiz. Go watch some, you know what I mean? Go watch some dudes that will fool you for 2 hours straight, because that's what they do. They magician foolers, I guess. There's certain magicians that perform really well for magicians, which Shin Lim does that great. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, this is not the intended audience. All right, you are not the intended audience. If you're a magician watching, you should watch this and appreciate the art, appreciate how he's combined everything together, and appreciate the creativity required for him to even come up with such an act in the first place, right? Because when you first saw it, damn well, let me get this straight, damn well that shit was amazing, okay? So people coming in saying this and that, well, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's the right way to look at it, but that's just my opinion. You're welcome to disagree. You're welcome to let me know what you think in the comments below. That's about it from me in this video. If you enjoyed it, do leave a like. It helps me out a lot. Let's try to hit 1,000 likes in this video. That would be crazy if we could do that. Every YouTube video now, every YouTube videos, smash them thumbs up, smash the likes, boys, smash the likes. So I have to jump on the bandwagon. You know what I mean? So that's about it for me. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, as I said. But as always, mad respect, much love, stay lit, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!